In the short film Grace, I liked that there was no dialogue and it was all sound effects and music. I also liked that they did not just make it music, there was still the sounds as she moved around and did her thing, which kept the viewer present while watching. I also liked how the camera movement was so fluid. It kept everything very smooth in the beginning up until there's more of the story unravels, and then it becomes more choppy, which I thought was a really good choice.
This film wasn't predictable at all. It kind of gives clues, but you can't really follow them because they're vague and subtle. The blocking is different. It's like this woman has a head injury, something's going on with her sister. There's something strange going on, and you're not really sure what. But it's definitely one that captures your attention because all the sticky notes and then the text messages, they're on the screen so quickly that if you don't catch them and slow in what they're saying, you don't really know what's going on. I wish those would give just like a couple more seconds just to have time to read them, but maybe that was done on purpose to get the confusion because Grace is supposed to be confused. It's really well done. It's a film that will stick with you because it shows, I'm guessing, memory loss is what it was. It's because of the signs of like, remember who you are. It's something either happened or she's having some form of amnesia and can't remember and has things around, or and it's just so different. It's a film that is definitely memorable because of how well done it is.
Grace. I really liked the very opening title, with the houses in the background and then the visual with the leaves blowing. I thought that was really nice, and the music was lovely. It went really well with the opening. And then when the girl comes home, some of the visuals were just too quick on the screens, such as I had to watch it twice. I wasn't sure whose house it was until I watched it the second time and saw the picture that said sisters. And the texts were a little vague. I know something happened, but I'm not sure what. So I was assuming throughout that her sister had died. She was coming to, get rid of her things or go through her things. And then she finds the dress that she probably borrowed from her sister because it said not to touch it. And, that kind of gave me a nice backstory to them a little bit, just the dress and the note. It seemed like maybe one of them was into kind of writing notes about, you're good enough, remember who you are, that kind of thing. But the note falling at the end next to the sister's picture and her wearing the dress, I wasn't quite sure how to piece that together. I wasn't sure if she was just going through a trauma. She thought she threw the dress away and maybe woke up in the middle of the night, went out and got it and put it on. It felt like she was sleepwalking, but I'm sure it had to do with some traumatic event that happened to her sister, and her sister passing sort of unexpectedly is what I got from it. And she was going through this trauma. So it was interesting, and I kind of wanted to know a little bit more. So it was great to keep me intrigued, and great work.
Grace is a short film talking about a woman who lives like her happy life, but one day it looks like someone trying to replace her and being herself in that happy life. It's such like a horrifying concept like for this one because like the start of the short film it kind of go like pretty well until like the middle of it when it kind of turned darker, and I kind of impressed like how they use like the editing to help like the transition from like the light-hearted tone to like the darker one. And the performance of the movie here I feel like it's pretty well done. Like it just show like the contrast between like the Grace one and like the horrifying like version of her, so it feels like it's pretty interesting to see this short film, and it's pretty intriguing me to be honest.